What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Rhea and Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. We are going to get into this messy, drama-filled episode. But first, this podcast is presented by Microsoft 365 Copilot. Before we get into all the drama, and you know what drama we're talking about, we need to talk about the thing that is keeping everyone's lives organized right now, and that is Microsoft 365 Copilot.
That's right, because the world moves fast, your workday moves even faster. Pitching products, drafting reports, analyzing data. Microsoft 365 Copilot is your AI assistant for work, built into Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and other Microsoft 365 apps that you use, helping you quickly write, analyze, create, and summarize so you can cut through the clutter and clear the path to your best work. Start your Monday off right. Really make sure that you are organized for the week. And Microsoft 365 Copilot can do all of that for you, really making sure you can be the most efficient version of yourself.
That is exactly right. So go to Microsoft.com/M365 Copilot. Happy Monday, everybody.
Happy Monday. I could use a little summary of the weekend of events. You know, we'll give it, but
yeah.
I feel like there was just so much going on.
There is a ton going on, and my God, I was glued to my phone this weekend because the drama was pouring in. Everybody's got thoughts and opinions, and we're trying to figure out what's happening. But before we get into all that, how are we feeling today, guys? It's Monday. We're headed to Boston for our Boston show. Last minute tickets are available, but it's almost sold out. So if you're thinking about coming last minute to Boston, get some tickets, bring your signs, and Ariel Kebbel is our special guest, which is so freaking cool, and we're so pumped about that. So how are we feeling?
Great. I think that's going to be so much fun. Very excited for the Boston show. Other than that, I'm a little under the weather.
That's a bummer.
But just that time of year. We're traveling a lot. Seasons are changing. I've got a little bit of a chest cold. Just like, you know, when you cough and you just feel it, like, your whole chest hurts. That's where I'm at right now. But I'll be fine, powering through.
Yeah, that's a major bummer.
Yeah.
Noah, how are you feeling?
I'm good.
Great.
I'm good. Yeah.
Feeling like
that your face is saying you have more to say,
No,
but the words aren't
get
coming.
it off, King.
But the words aren't coming out of
You
your
know what?
mouth.
I think
Say what's on your chest.
I talked enough last episode for the next couple months, I think.
Listen, people were loving
good?
storyteller
Question
Noah.
mark? Is it because Noah loves to give a statement
With a question.
with a question mark inflection,
Yeah.
where you think
I'm Ron
there
Burgundy.
must be, there must be more.
No, yeah, you crushed
no,
it last
I
week.
know. Had a good weekend. Saw my last Tedeschi show. And then Trent had to bail on the one that we were going to because of the streaming and stuff. So we didn't go. We sold the tickets. And then, of course, it was like they brought out all the stops for that show. I was like, fuck. They brought
One
Cyndi
show
Lauper
you
out
didn't
again.
go to.
Oh
They sang
shit!
a
Well,
Beatles song with
at
her.
least you saw her the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I should have been there.
Nah,
But
that's
3
all
out
right.
of 10.
I'm sure you had a great weekend regardless.
did, yeah.
3 out of 10, of 10 shows. Could have been 4. But
Could have been 5, yeah. But yeah.
Hey, you got enough in.
I went to see, it was one of my best friends, did a little bachelorette day night out on Saturday. And we went to go see Moulin Rouge. And it was funny because we've had these tickets purchased for a long time. So we didn't even really know the casting changes that were coming until they were announced whenever they were, like, a month or so ago, I think, at this point. But Meg Thee Stallion is starring in Moulin Rouge, and
I did a double take when I saw that.
yeah, it was. I have some videos. I actually need to post some on my story. It was so fun, but really, like, you're still at Broadway, so they were down everybody's throats about having their phones out. And there were certain groups that were just really trying to film. And the guys keep coming over, ladies, put your phone, just really trying to get them to put their phone down. We actually had one group come in right in front of us, and they were cracking me up because they just didn't show up to the first half of the show. They just weren't there for the first act. Must have been at brunch because they came in with leftovers. They had bags of food, sat down for the second half, and were just who hooping and hollering the whole way through. And then when it got to the end, they play a couple other songs, and then Meg does a couple of her songs.
That's amazing.
And when this theater exploded, I've never been to a Broadway experience like this before. It was so much fun.
That's amazing.
When people are dancing the aisles, everybody's screaming. Meg Thee Stallion's like, "What up, Broadway?" Like it was amazing. The woman that plays Satine right now, Christy Watts, she also just started in that role. And she is a phenomenal singer. She's like 1 million Instagram followers. She's been in the music industry for a while. She's also just incredible. The guy that plays Christian, incredible. Really so fun. And Meg brought like something really fun to the show because it's like her, but a little bit of her vibe, her character into it. So it was a lot of fun. Really fun show to go to. I've actually never seen the show on Broadway. Seen the movie.
Yeah.
But I've never gone to see the show. And it's really just so much fun. You do just want to sing along the entire time. You kind of have to hold yourself back because that would be ridiculous.
Yeah, got to be respectful to the audience.
Yes. But the way that they take songs that we all know and love and are obviously very popular and fit perfectly into the show, it was a blast. So we had a ton of fun. Really, like, couldn't recommend going to see, especially because now Meg Thee Stallion's in it. And I think we got lucky because we had bought the tickets before. So now I think the prices have gone up because of,
probably harder to get
because
now.
of her being in it. But really, if you're thinking about going, you should go see it because it was so much fun and she was so good. It was like it was really a fun, really like fun casting, something different and cool, and I really liked it.
That sounds like a blast.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. Other than that was my big activity for the weekend because it was her. Obviously bachelorette, so I did not want to miss that, despite feeling a tad under the weather.
But you pushed through. You made it.
Yep, exactly. What about you?
Fantastic weekend. Matt and I have been traveling so much lately that finally we were both home at the same time this weekend. So we just had a lot of fun, went to dinner, some rest in between. Yep. Honestly, Saturday night, we had a really fun night. We went to this restaurant in New York City that is called Golden Steer, and it's the first steakhouse in Vegas, and then they brought it to New York City this past year, I think in January, and it's like a 1950s Vegas vibe on the inside. Amazing food. Like, if you're looking for a place to go into New York City, Golden Steer it's called, and it's just like a fantastic steakhouse, really good steak and lobster, seafood, so delicious, so fun. The vibe is really cool. It's like carpet floors, but like red booths. It was amazing, and it was so delicious. And honestly, I hadn't really heard of it until this weekend. We were asking around, where to go, and we ended up getting this reservation. So highly recommend if you are visiting New York City and you want like a cool dinner. So that was really fun. And then Sunday, it was Duke UConn, and my husband's heart was shattered because in those final moments, UConn hit a 3 right at the buzzer.
Yeah.
Duke lost.
Oof.
And he was devastated. The genuine shock in his voice.
The video that he posted is so funny because you can hear you in the background, I think, go like,
no, yeah, I literally gasped as well. I was like, "Ooh, genuine reaction from me as well." I couldn't believe what was happening. But it was really a devastating loss. Although, congrats to our listeners who are big UConn fans, because we do have a lot of them. So I'm happy for you guys.
Yep.
But it was
our producer Sarah
as well. And it was funny because Saturday night we were on FaceTime with a couple of friends that were rooting for St. John's. And they were like, Duke better fucking win tomorrow, because now, since we lost, we're rooting for Duke, so you better not fucking lose to UConn. And, Matt was going back and forth. He was like, no way, we got it. And I was like, I think that FaceTime was bad luck. I don't think that was good. So that was a huge bummer Sunday night. But,
honestly, it is, like, I kind of give Marty credit where, like, this happens to him seemingly every year. And then during the game, he still is always doubling down. Like, there's no way they're going to
Well,
lose.
that's just like his thing. You know,
Yeah,
like
I know,
people
I
get
know.
on his case and they're like, but he like is laughing while he's tweeting, being like, meanwhile, on the outside,
But
he's
if I
like,
were
this
him, I'd be
fucking
like,
team.
I'm jinxing them.
Yeah. No, it does
No, I mean,
happen
it's-
every single year.
Yeah, very rare, especially the fact that Duke had like a 20-point lead. At that point, he was tweeting out like, "We got like it's a lock." Like it's like it's like you blow when that happens, you blow a lead like that. Yeah, it was tough because I thought the same. I thought like the reverse was going to happen to UConn. It was like, oh, they just did that to Michigan State. They had a huge lead, got close to the end, still was able to win, and I was like, ooh, how poetic. Their next game, Duke's gonna have a big lead. They'll cut it close, and then Duke's still gonna win. But
I only
No,
got
that
one
was-
one Final Four team in my bracket.
Damn, you were doing so well.
Up until Purdue lost, I was great.
Oh God, yeah. So that was devastating. But besides that, honestly, had a great weekend of, first of all, sleeping so much, catching up on sleep from the last week, and then just delicious food, good vibes, and ready for Boston.
Yeah.
You know, I feel ready for the show, and I could not be more excited that Ariel is our guest because I feel like we just had so much left to be uncovered about all the behind the scenes of all the movies she's done. So you'll get a nice little sneak peek if you're coming to the show. But besides that, my goodness gracious, was I locked into my phone on Sunday because first of all, we go home from recording on Thursday.
yeah,
And we're like, okay, you know what? Episode's done. We talked about more of the Mormon wives drama. We got Noah's story out there. This is a fantastic episode. Open up our phone. What do we see? Jessi making out with Chase, Miranda's ex-husband.
yeah.
Then, all of a sudden, the Sierra Amanda West drama
Yeah.
unfolds. It's being reported that Amanda and Sierra aren't friends anymore. Amanda and Wes are hooking up. They're dating. Everybody's coming out of the woodwork.
Yeah,
So
there's 9 million stories. Everyone's like, my friend's cousin's coworker says this.
yeah, and my goodness gracious, it's looking like to be that it's true. So we'll get into it because there is a lot to uncover. So let's just get right into the topics. DraftKings is changing the game with Flex Spins. New and exclusive to DraftKings Casino, Flex Spins let you choose how to use your spins across more than 100 slots so the power of play is in your hands. I love playing the DraftKings Casino at home, in our apartment. You know, Matt will stream the DraftKings Casino. People will tune in. I'll hop on. I'll play. And especially now with these Flex Spins, it makes it even more fun. New players play $5 and get 500 Flex Spins. You can claim 50 spins a day for 10 days. Then you choose how to play them across your favorite games like Huff and More Puff. I love Huff and More Puff, Cash Eruption, and more. Download the app now and sign up with code CHICKS. Claim your 500 Flex Spins and choose your slots. The crown is yours in partnership with DraftKings Casino. I think we got to start off with Amanda and West because people are dying for one of them to say something at this point. So the rumors have been trickling around for a little bit now. Dumois was the first to post this rumor about Amanda and West seemingly hooking up, allegedly.
It was like beginning of March.
Everybody immediately was like, no
we were
way.
like, no way, Jose.
No way. That wouldn't be possible. You know, immediately everyone's like, Amanda wouldn't do that to Sierra. West wouldn't do that.
And we're
Everyone
like,
is-
they're friends. West is like one of those flirty guy friends you have, you know?
And the Summer House cast is so touchy and close, and they're like lay in bed together all the time, and that's what we watch on the show. So I think everyone was just like, oh, they're just friendly and close. Then I was getting a little bit more suspicious because people had picked up on the fact that Amanda and Sierra have not been interacting lately. We haven't seen each other like in the post. Amanda had a couple articles come out. They're not interacting online. Then you fast forward to this week. Amanda and Sierra are supposed to do an Amazon Live. Apparently, they both rescheduled. They were supposed to do it together. They both said they're not doing it together. We also saw them do a First We Feast that Sierra was not in, but Mia looked at West and said, you have a lot to be sorry for. And now people are like, was she looking at West and Amanda during that? Because it kind of looked like it. So everything is a snowball effect, right? This starts coming out. Now people are perked up. They're like, okay, wait. If Amanda and Sierra are not talking right now, and it seems like they're not liking each other's posts, could this crazy, insane rumor potentially be true? Then more comes out. You got the Bravo accounts. Everyone's posting everything they heard. There's this rumor going around that somebody got a picture of Amanda and West making out in Amanda's apartment through her window, which by the way, like, that feels illegal to be taking pictures of someone through their apartment.
A lot of issues with that one. And there seemed to be a lot of holes in that story. Maybe like the general idea is there, but the details of that one felt pretty bizarre to me because it was also like, oh, and this person doesn't watch the show and doesn't know who they are. So I'm like, but they knew to take a picture through her window?
And said like only because they wanted Ciara to know. But if you don't watch the show and you want Ciara to know.
How do you even know who these people are then?
Right.
Like they were like, oh, they don't know they don't know who they, I don't know. It was a very confusing, really chain of events when it came to that one, I guess, what's the right word for it? Rumor, but like one leg of this rumor.
Right.
Because like it seemed that there's now 5 or 6 different legs to this thing that people are running around with. We saw this, we saw that. My friend saw this. Like,
but I will say it's all adding up to be seeming like it's true because now, you know.
Well, let's finish that leg. They apparently told, like, Ciara allegedly met up with this person.
Right. So apparently Ciara met up with this person. They were shown the, proof. Then she told Kyle. And that's like the rumor where we don't know the exact story of that, right?
Yeah.
But now when you see the actual cast kind of, putting a little hint here and there, Kyle responded to somebody on Threads where they were like, I think the funniest part about this whole thing is that everyone's worried about Ciara's feelings and no one cares about Kyle. And Kyle responded with like a hand up emoji and a crying face. Yeah. Then Lindsay posted a picture with Ciara with no words, just a selfie with Ciara. Ciara reposted that. Everyone's been pretty quiet. Then Lindsay posted like a meme face of her reaction.
Of herself, a face of disgust.
A face of disgust. Then Carl posted a picture of himself with a face of disgust. Then KJ did the same thing with his face down. Then Austin pops on and he writes pasta. Apparently pasta and fucking your friend's exes is so back. He posts that on his story. And there's been a lot of likes by the cast. Kyle has liked posts of Ciara liking, quotes that maybe have something to do with this. Austin, Sally, they've liked pictures of people posting about what's going on. And then on top of all that, people are digging back from like the past month or so of West commenting on Ciara's stuff, liking Ciara's pictures. Like if this is happening, which it seems like they are all hinting that this is true, it is so insane. And mind you, like, the part of Kyle, it's not funny, but it's kind of funny that like, if you take Ciara out of the situation, if West and Ciara were never a thing, and it just so happened that Amanda like started dating one of Kyle's friends in the house, people would be like, fuck it, Kyle was so bad to Amanda, like, go for it. Like, people were actively rooting for Amanda to be with Ben at the end of the season because of Kyle's actions.
Yeah.
So I think it would be like, people would be like, what the fuck? But I don't think it would be as bad.
Yeah.
Her doing this to one of her best friends, Ciara, who dated West, is so bad and so messy on so many different levels, especially with how open Ciara has been about still like feeling a type of way about West. Like, it's not like Ciara had a relationship with West and now was like, oh yeah, I don't give a fuck about him. Like, who cares? Whatever. She could not be more open about her feelings about West for the past 3 seasons. Like, we just watched an episode of how open she is about how much this has affected her, about the backlash she gets. It couldn't be more clear how she feels about West. So like, it is just, whew, it's bad.
It's really, really messy. And here's the thing, like, there's so many elements to the story of okay, people find solace in these situations and Amanda hasn't been single in a really long time, and West is like a comfort, and all these things of people saying all this, that, the other thing. Where I struggle is anytime you then get online or do interviews where you're just lying. Like that to me is the craziest part of all this. It's one thing to be dodgy because people went back, they watched Wes' answer on Watch What Happens Live when he was asked about these rumors. And it was a bit of like a word salad situation where he sort of just like kept talking. But nowhere in it was there like we have never hooked up. Mm-hmm. It was sort of, she's single and we're a dear friend and all these things. It's like, okay, all those things can be true, but still sort of, I guess, not touching on the meat of that, which is have they hooked up or have they not, or is it going on? Is it not? Is it a one-time thing? Is it not? Amanda did an interview. She was on Jason Tartick's podcast, and she was like, I will not be going near any of my castmates. Mm-hmm. Crazy thing to say in that situation too. And like, although I'm not quite sure when exactly she recorded that interview, but now people are like, this could have been going on for a month. The timeline is very up in the air. That's what we really, I feel like there's a lot of different timelines going on because now people are really reaching and finding, they're like, look at this picture of this hat that Amanda's wearing that West also has the hat. And like, it goes back a long time ago, which feels like maybe a little bit of a stretch.
Wearing his sweatshirts as well.
Yeah.
Now, she has responded to people online who have been like, West is just a comfort person for her.
Yeah,
She's
I wanted
a comfort
to find
bestie. And she wrote back, thank you. And so it's like actively kind of denying, but not really. Like there's so many levels to this because I feel like for them to both be playing in Ciara's face like this, like seeing Wes comment on Ciara's pictures from 2 weeks ago, it's like you're actively playing around in her face, which is just so messed up. If there was something that happened behind the scenes, right, which we don't know yet because nobody has said anything, but I don't think that this is the case, that if they went to Ciara before anything and they were like, listen, we really have feelings for each other, does not seem like that was the case. It seems like this has all been done shadily behind her back from what we're gathering from what everyone's putting out there. And listen, there is a whole other Kyle part of it, but like I said, I feel like it would actually be so much more less of a thing if it was just the Kyle aspect.
Yeah.
The Ciara aspect to me just adds a whole other layer because like girl code. Like girls,
100%.
bestie girls should not be doing that to each other.
100%. I think
like your girls
West is immediately off the table.
Yeah, like your girl's ex is just off the table
no
immediately. Like as soon as the first time like that's off the table. So
and Ciara and Amanda have always seemed like real life legitimate friends.
Yes.
Real life legitimate best friends.
Yeah.
To me, Kyle and West, like, they're friends.
More like just for the summer.
They're friends, but like, I don't feel like when they're not filming, Kyle and West are really having a lot of conversations.
Right. It seemed like Amanda and Ciara.
Yeah, that seems
really,
like a real genuine friendship.
Yes. And so I feel like there's different layers to that because it's like that seemed to be like one of her real life best friends because it is kind of like a blurred line with reality TV where you're like, are these people really friends with each other? Are they just friends with the show? Summer House, they're together like 6 weekends of the year. Do they hang out outside the show? With this, Amanda and Ciara really did seem very, very close. And then on top of that, Ciara like has been so supportive of Amanda and trying to like get her out of a bad relationship with Kyle and like always being there for her to vent and be an ear to talk to during the season. And everyone's had to deal with Amanda and Kyle's relationship and like be a fly on the wall for all that and show support. So man, is this freaking messy.
It's so messy.
And
it's
I
really,
just, like,
we really just did not think, like,
my heart hurts for Ciara because she could not have been more open to both West and Amanda and everybody in the house and every viewer. We've all seen it.
Yeah.
How open she's been about her feelings about West. Like it could not be more clear.
I actually feel like I feel like an older sister to these people that are like my age, where I just want to shake them and be like, what are you doing? You could have had it all. You could have had it all. Like everything was set up for you guys right now. Everything was going well. You had a good season. You get away from Kyle. West seems to be making kind of good-ish decisions, having good-ish conversations with Sierra. Amanda gets away from Kyle. They finally split up. She can have this single girl era. Everyone's behind her, supporting her. They want to see her flourish and go and do all these things and take all these opportunities. And you're just like, literally the one thing you can't do is hook up with each other.
Yeah, literally.
The one thing you can't do is hook up with each other.
Even, like, the thing is, even if Amanda hooked up with Ben, people would be like, yes! Like, that's what the crazy part
if
about
it was Ben, they were like, holy shit, this could have been true love. This skinny dipping was like a sign from God.
No, literally, they would be like, oh my God, Ben was literally brought down by the Holy Spirit for Amanda. Like, that's what it was just like, do not hook up with your best friend's ex-boyfriend. Like, I know. And here, oh my God.
What's so crazy? I just cannot see a path. Like, I don't know what happens next. Like, sometimes you can sort of have a feel, like some sort of prediction or thought of like what's going to happen next. I have no clue. And anything that happens is going to be a surprise, because now there's rumors that like they're going to put out a statement or like all these things, or they're preparing for the reunion. There's so many different rumors flying around of how this is all going to play out. They have not filmed this reunion yet. I'm Googling like, when did they film the season 9 reunion, seeing if it's going to link up to around the same time. They filmed the season 9 reunion like towards the end of April of last year. Would it be around the similar time? Are they going to wait weeks and weeks?
I'm confused
because they can't wait till the reunion to have this come out.
It also, to me, does not seem like, it doesn't seem like West is somebody who's ready to settle down either. You know what I mean? Like, if they, like, I feel like it's been...
I don't think really Amanda is right now.
No, but I'm just saying, like, if they come out and they're like, listen, we're in love, and we're like dating.
They go balls to the wall, we're together.
And like, but I don't know how we're supposed to believe, because West, I feel like, is just so, like, openly a fuckboy. Like, I don't know, just from, like, what we see online, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like they got to say something soon, because it is just... both of them have been dead silent, and they are both people who post often. So, like, I don't think that they can continue to just be silent, not say anything. Like, they're gonna have to address it. I think this week. Like, I think it's gonna have to be addressed this week.
The conspiracies are also like so
on top
crazy.
of that, it seems like West and Sierra hook up during this season at some point. Like, it seems like, from the coming attractions, that there is some sort of something that happens between West and Sierra. So, like, you add that as well. I mean, it's already bad, but, like, you're also, like, West bouncing back between Sierra and Amanda. Like, and then people are now we're doing the whole, the Scandival, whatever they're going to call this, comparison. Listen, Scandival, to me, like, Ariana and Tom were still together, living in a house together, fully still dating. And Raquel and Tom, like, straight up cheating. Like, this is very bad.
Yeah.
And fucked up to do to your friends. That was like,
Kyle split up.
Yeah.
As far as
but they are, as far as we know, who knows how deep this goes.
I don't know anymore.
But there's now, like, the comparisons to, like, remember when Raquel was talking to Ariana about her sex life?
Yeah.
Then this season you have Wes asking Kyle about their sex life.
Right.
So everyone's like, wait a second, this is a weird fucking parallel. You had Raquel asking Ariana about their sex life. Now you have Wes asking Kyle about their sex life.
I'm very much living in the world that this was not a thing over the summer. Like, I'm not. I cannot enter that. Like, I'm not ready to think about that, and I don't think that's the case. I don't think that Amanda and Kyle were like secret. I don't think Amanda and Wes were secretly like.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Had something going on last summer.
I don't think so either. I think it probably started more recently, but it's not good that people can make these parallels. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like because this house is so close and we see it summer after summer, now everyone's like looking into this season being like, wait, was there something happening during this?
Yeah.
I don't think so, but
yeah, I don't know.
it ain't good that people can make the comparisons.
No. And like I said, there's been some conspiracies run around. People are like, this whole thing is fake to build up interest for the show.
There's literally
and all
no
these
way.
things. And look, I am normally not into that idea. To be honest, I'm into it a little bit for Mormon wives. We'll talk about that. Like that crossed my mind immediately. To be honest, that was my first thought when the other drama came out. But there was, I was trying to find it, but of course, I like you know how it just feels like everybody's really on Threads a lot more these days.
Yeah, and I don't have it downloaded, but I keep seeing it on my Instagram. I'm like, do I have to download this? 'Cause I feel like I'm missing out on something.
Yeah, I know. Oh, this is what Danny Pellegrino had posted on Threads that a lot of people were thinking of. I don't believe the Summer House love triangle drama, and my hot take is that they aren't denying it yet publicly because it helps the show and also substantially boosts engagement on all the branded posts they've been doing today because they had like multiple ads to put out too.
I don't believe that at all because I do not think Ciara is somebody that will play like a joke on the public for her feelings. Like I don't believe that at all.
Yeah.
I don't think that she would be into this. Like that does not seem like something Ciara would do to me.
Yeah, I know. And I also feel like, I don't know, I just, the way that Amanda and West are normally pretty on, like, maybe West a little bit more. I just think if there wasn't some truth to it, you're denying it everywhere publicly, all the time. Like you're getting online immediately.
Yeah, the fact that it's gotten this big and they haven't posted a single Instagram story being like, guys, this is crazy, this isn't true. Yeah. Immediately, I think if it's gotten this large, like before, like last week when it wasn't as big, I could see them being like, let's just ignore this. Like, this is silly. Yeah. But now that it has gotten to this mountain.
Yeah, the rest of the cat, like Lindsay
everyone making
that story. A post. And Ciara's always been pretty, like, Ciara to me is somebody that's on reality TV but does not subscribe to that reality TV way of life of embellishing things or working things up. Like, she said, I'll never do something for like a storyline. Like that's not the way I live my life and like her personal decisions. Granted, this is now like happening to her. So it's a little different, but yeah, I don't know. Every single move they make is going to be watched under the largest microscope of all time right now. So
apparently they were just seen in LA.
Yeah, Dumont said they were spotted in LA together out. So I don't know.
It's so wild. It is so wild. But I suspect we'll hear something from them this week because I don't think I don't think they can keep ignoring it. Like I think they're going to have to say something, or even if it's just like, hey guys, wait until the reunion and we'll address everything. Like even if it's just something to that extent, maybe it won't.
No, I think that makes it even worse.
Well, they can't being silent.
Yeah,
ain't gonna work.
Yeah,
because the only thing they're gonna get blown up with now is that.
Right.
Regardless if they post or not post at this point, like I don't even know what is the path forward for the show. Like do they go into the house and film another season? Like I can't see a world where Ciara is gonna be like, yeah, I want to be in the house with these two.
No, this could be the end for if this is all true. I could see Ciara being like, I'm not coming back.
Imagine this show going up in flames the same way Vanderpump did. Like I can't, like it is. Ooh.
It really is crazy.
Wild stuff.
I know.
Batiste is the award-winning #1 dry shampoo brand that we all know and love. When I get a blowout like I did on Saturday and I just want to refresh it like I did this morning, I just throw in the Batiste dry shampoo in my hair. I'm always stocked in my bathroom, and when I go to a friend's house and I'm like, hey, I need dry shampoo, they always have Batiste as well. It instantly refreshes your hair, absorbs oil and grease for cleaner looking and feeling hair with added volume and texture. So when you spray that dry shampoo, instantly you're feeling cleaner and like you got a fresh blowout without that blowout price. It's great on your hair. It's easy on your wallet. And it is a cult classic for a reason. All hair types are welcome. So buy Batiste dry shampoo online or in store at your nearest retailer. And while we're on the topic of fucking your friend's exes, Jessi and Chase, Mormon wives, were seen making out, little rendezvous.
Yeah.
This gets posted, and then immediately we get Miranda posting on her story flowers from Jessi apologizing. Like a note from Jessi being like, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Then Miranda makes a video.
Yeah.
Being like, just basically being like, when your friends are just like,
everybody needs to hook up with your ex.
Everyone's taking a ride on my ex, basically. Yeah. This one is particularly like eyebrow raise. Because unlike Summer House, the Mormon wives do like to play into the, hey, maybe we make a storyline to get these cameras back up.
Yeah, this one, look, to this level, I was like, this shit is so unbelievable to me, and whatever. It could happen. My God, Chase hooks up with everybody, but like...
It's so crazy. Like, Chase is the only man in Utah.
I know. But like the way that they make videos... and everything gets turned into some sort of content in some way, just raises the eyebrow to me, because the rumors about the show are so up in the air, and it's like, will they come back? Will they not? Is the show over? Is it not? Will they be able to keep filming? That's where my less with the Summer House stuff, because it's not like everybody starts posting and Amanda sending Sarah apology flowers and Sarah's posting a picture of it. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? Like this, when
these
everything
Utah
is,
women, they move different.
They do. And I know that this is their MO, and they've always done this of sharing their lives and all these things. But the camera's not being up right now and all this happening to me is like, hey, let's prove to the world that we need cameras up because our shit's so messy and juicy, regardless of if Taylor Frankie Paul is a part of it or not. So let's get those cameras back up. And everyone in the comments is saying it. Get the cameras back up. We need to know what's going on. We need to be filming. It's like, all right, I don't know. And it's the whole setup of it all is so crazy. Jessi's like right away back to filming her. Like she's just posting about her business, and she's at some sort of summit and she's doing some talks. Like it's like they're all back to business. But at the same time, you know, Miranda fires off a couple videos and the girls are all in the comments and they're like, "This is so messy." Chase is making videos joking about it, and you're just like, okay, I don't know, guys.
I do believe that this happened.
Yeah.
But I think when things happen,
do you think they do it? Do you think they do shit for the plot?
I think that they like get a little bit giddy about something happening, right?
Yeah,
like, it's bad. It's 100, like once again, hooking up with your friend's ex.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
Like the girl code is just out the window with these damn shows.
It really is.
But I think that part of them is like, ooh, now we got a little something.
Right.
Like which is the opposite of how I feel with like Sierra and Amanda and West. Like I don't think that they're thrilled that this is like, there's no way there's a part of Sierra that's like, ooh, yeah, we have something good for reality TV.
Yeah.
She does not live her life like that. For them, the Mormon wives are like, ooh, we got another season.
Right.
So it is, but it's still obviously extremely messy and bad. And honestly, like, it was so funny because when we were recording on Thursday, we were like, Jessi just is like, she just seems like such a great person and da 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 da. And then we go home and we see this. I'm like, what? I'm like, we were just raving about her on the podcast. And now she's going and hooking up with Miranda's ex-husband. And then on top of that, people are now looking back to the Call Her Daddy interview where Jessi like goes out of her way to mention Chase randomly. So everyone's like, that's suspicious. That's weird. Why is she randomly mentioning Chase? Then there was a clip from this past season of Mormon Wives where Jordan was talking about him and the dad talk. They all have each other's location. And Jessi was like, it's... People are like trying to figure out, does she say like Jace or like Chase?
Right.
Because people are like,
right.
is she asking if Jordan has Chase's location? Like, it's all, they're all so connected and they're acting like Chase is the only man in Utah and everyone's like wanting to make out with him. I don't know. It's freaking wild.
There's so much drama with this whole cast, and even like now other people are getting in the mix of it. Like there's a lot of stuff going on with Dakota right now that I can't even begin to put my time into. Like I've seen the posts and my brain, I'm like, I cannot dedicate any more brain space to this whole situation, especially Dakota. I just really have, I don't care what that guy is doing. I don't want to see it or hear it anymore. Truly. Like
I'm in agreement with you.
So
he discussed
like
me.
it's like the with Indy Blue and the shit, and she's a big influencer in Utah, and I'm like, what? Who are these people? What is going on? I can't keep up. There's always something. Can Chase go move somewhere else? I don't like.
If you move somewhere else, and all the women in that state are going to be after him. I mean, my God, what are they? I don't know what they see in these guys. By the way, which is just like.
I know. It was just like the timing of it all just was so crazy to me. It's like, oh, the Dumas post comes out, and 30 minutes later, Miranda's posting an apology note from Jessi on her story.
It was weird timing.
The whole thing, crazy. You know, because normally it's like, which makes me think almost Dumas is in on it a little bit, because if there's other things that Dumas is sitting on, or if she's really catching them all by surprise with the post, I don't know if the apology card and the flowers is ready to go right away. It's almost like, hey, maybe Dumas, they had sort of heard that Dumas got a hold of it, and they were going to share it and post it or whatever, and she was able to preemptively send the flowers. I don't know, man.
I don't know.
But once again, they are proving to everybody that it's like, hey, they've been churning out 2 seasons of reality TV a year for a reason now, because the drama never stops, and everyone's yelling at them to start filming again. And when the fate of the show seems to be sort of up in the air, things like this are certainly going to help their argument of why they should be filming.
They're like, Jessie's like, well, I'll just make out with Chase. And then, who knows, man. This weekend of reality TV drama has been off the charts. And, at least we got an answer about Jessi and Chase. I'm sorry, I'm going back to Amanda and Wes for a second. Like, they gotta say, every time I took a nap this weekend, I was expecting to pick up my phone and see a statement from them.
Right, I know.
Because every time I picked up my phone, I had a text from a friend asking about what's going on.
Yeah.
And every time I was like, man, I'm waiting for the statement just as much as you guys are, because, wow.
I know. It's also something where it's like, when it reaches this level of drama and this level of like, holy shit, you like move past the jokes with like, you're like, ooh, I can't just like text them. You know what I'm saying? Like we've gone past the point of texting West and being like, dude, what's up? And why would he tell us at this point? Why would he tell us? But the whole the timing of it all is just so crazy, because yes, like we were with Carl and Jessi in Dallas on Wednesday night, and then this all starts to like come out, and first off, we're like, I don't know. Like, we've been hearing the rumors for weeks, and I was so firmly in the camp of like, there's no fucking way. Like, we were like, we're not even gonna give this rumor a second of airtime because we think it's so ridiculous, sort of situation. And we're haha, jokey, everything's good. And then, all this shit comes out and you're like, ooh, now you can't really go back to the haha, jokey because this feels like now we're the haha idiots who thought it wasn't true, and now it seems like it is true.
Yeah, I feel pretty bamboozled because I don't know. We've been joking around a lot with these people lately just because we've been like with them, you know?
Yeah.
And
not by Carl and Jessi.
No, not Carl and Jessi.
No.
But it's just so it's like whoa, this is so meta because we were like with them and then we landed the day after and Fran and I looked at each other and we were like, wait a second, this rumor is really picking up steam.
Yeah.
We were just with some of the cast last night. Like it feels weird to like, you know, and we had talked to Wes a lot over the past couple of weeks in like a group chat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this guy's just been
complimenting his dancing.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my God. Like I feel
going back and forth.
I feel bamboozled that like, you know, something right under our noses. So yeah, this shit is crazy. And I don't know. If they don't say something this week, I'm gonna be completely shocked because I feel like it's just like everyone is waiting.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
What's Andy gonna say? What's Andy gonna say about this?
God, I don't know.
Wes's answer on Watch What Happens Live was, and we did joke at our live show in Dallas. We were like, "What a terrible answer by Wes!" Like, you couldn't just be like, "No, we're friends. We didn't hook up."
Yeah,
and that should have been our suspicion right there. That he did not straight up deny it. Like he was like had such a fucking bizarre answer. It was like, you know. Got to show her the streets. She's single.
Yeah.
I hope that's clear. She's a good friend. I'm like, nothing you said is clear actually at all.
Right.
Everything you've said right there is a little suspicious. So
and it really does seem like no one has, besides them, you know, it really seems like no one has the cold hard facts. Besides the people that are like directly involved, because this is like the hot gossip on the street. This is the water cooler talk.
Oh, it is
where you want to like text every like you said, all of our friends are texting us. We're texting our friends. We're firing off texts to like other people. Like we also want to know what everyone else is saying, and no one has been able to be like, I know for 100% fact this is true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's too much. Like when there's smoke, there's fire. It's like everybody's got something. Everyone has a feeling.
Everyone
everybody's doing
has
this.
something.
Everybody has something. Everybody has some sort of feeling or idea or whatever. And everyone's gossiping about it, which is crazy. But like, everyone's just sending new Instagram posts being like, oh my God, did you see this one? Did you see this one? Because no one's like, oh, I know 100% certainty. I
have non-Bravo friends.
Yeah.
Being like, I got this information.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where the fuck did you hear that?
Yeah.
You know, like, because it's not just Bravo people talking. It is people that have no affiliation to Bravo whatsoever.
No, I'm not even like
being like, I heard this from this person. And I'm like, the fuck?
The way these rumors go off, and like, it must be so crazy for these people too, because it's like, like 100%. My friends, we all watch Summer House, but it is funny too, because they're all the different group chats, all firing off with all the different girls. And it's like, my coworker's friend's sister's cousin's boyfriend is friends with this person and knows and you're just like, okay.
You're like, wait.
There's like 90 different versions of that. I think everybody got that
Let's
like all
just
weekend
say,
long.
If it is true, they weren't trying that hard to like keep it under wraps. Because everybody it seems like, has heard something. It's like they were like hiding in plain sight type of thing.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. It's like, that's because if it was like a one-time hookup, oh no, we made a mistake, we're trying to keep it a secret, that's so different. Now the narrative seems to be changing of like, they like each other. Like, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, wait a second.
You're like, wait, you guys
like each other? Yeah. I don't know. Like that, I don't know. That spun it in a totally different way to me. Because if it's like, oh, we hooked up one time, we're lying about it now because we're trying to cover it up. Like, oh my God, we're so sorry. That's different. Like, is that like, that's a different reunion. That's like oh my God, tail between my legs. Like, we made such a big mistake. We're so sorry. But now everyone's like, it's so much deeper than that. We're like, is it? Like,
right. They're like, wait, they're going to get married?
Yeah.
Now people are looking at Amanda's posts where she would often include text messages from somebody with no name.
Yeah.
And they're like, are these texts from Wes? Like, there's also texts that are like invisible ink.
Yeah.
That she's been adding. And people are like, like that's what I mean by like playing
Yeah.
in Ciara's
Yeah.
face in plain sight.
Hey,
which is just like when we get the story, we'll know.
I think Wes and Amanda are probably regretting a lot of the things that they put on the internet in a way and in forms of their friendship, because I think that they have been friends for a while and like things have now crossed the line, but there was probably a time that they were just like really good friends.
Yeah.
And now everyone's taking apart every single thing. Like I saw West had posted a bunch of pictures, and on one of the slide was like name cards, and the picture was West's name and Amanda's name, and one of their friends had commented like, "Oh my god, like second slide or whatever," which is like the picture of that, and it's just it. That's the stuff that everyone's gonna be like, "Oh my god, I was hiding in plain sight." But it's like, no, I don't think that they were fucking and they were like,
no, but I think that
being like, haha, nobody knows.
No, I think that there was a point where they were definitely just friends, 1000%. I do think in the recent past 2 months or so, month or two,
Right,
it has
something's
probably
happened.
something happened, and that's where the text messages on Amanda's slide have come up, where
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
been like kind of flirty text messages with no name attached,
Right.
and you're just like, who is it? Is it Wes? Like I don't know. I think it's if you are into pop culture and reality TV right now, this has really been on the forefront on everybody's brain. Even more so, like the Mormon wives are probably pissed. They're probably like, "Wait, no, I'm the one fucking my friend's ex. Look it over here.
Yeah.
Come on, it's
Hey
us.
guys, come
They're like,
on,
we gotta
cameras
come
up
up with
over
something
here.
crazy.
Yeah, they're like, wait a second. We have to fuck more friends' exes. This isn't enough.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
We must do
February
more.
18th was when Wes posted a bunch of pictures with the second slide being name cards from their dinner.
And that was like the
It was like
episode
from
that
a
aired.
summer house dinner. Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
from their dinner.
Man,
Yeah.
man. Listen, I guess we'll see more. I'm sure people will uncover more. And goodness gracious, all we have to look forward to is Mother Hubbard's Instagram posts, because
I know.
if somebody knows how to play into a reality TV spectacle,
Oh, yeah.
it's Lindsay Hubbard.
Absolutely.
The Instagram stories are PR queen.
Absolutely. And if I know one thing, if this does get pulled out and we don't hear anything and like we got a fucking WWE showdown at the reunion, Lindsay's the one you want in your corner.
For sure, because there's actually no one Lindsay rides more for than Kyle.
Yeah,
Because on top of this,
yeah.
like, we're all talking about the Ciara aspect,
Yeah.
because that's where like it really lies for me, where I'm like, girl,
Yeah.
like, come on, your girl, like, you're gonna do that to
Yeah,
your girl.
but it's so crazy 'cause
But
it's
the Kyle part of it,
I know.
but I think that's just like, I think for everybody, because we just have seen how shitty Kyle has treated Amanda, that
Yeah.
everyone's like, well, but I do understand Kyle.
I know, and
being
Kyle-
hurt by this, but I think Kyle, when he was asked on Watch What Happens Live recently about the rumors,
Yeah.
he was like, I hope it's not true. And he basically said like, yeah, it would suck, but more so like for Ciara's feelings. Like Kyle was basically like, I care more about Ciara's feelings in this than my own.
Yeah.
Which I think is how a lot of
Right.
people feel.
I mean, look.
But I can understand him being
Totally.
hurt.
And Amanda and Lindsay have had, their ups and downs through the years where it did feel like they have been on good ground as friends. And I think Lindsay has tried to be supportive of both of them. I think they're all finding this shit out in real time. Like, we're seeing real live reactions, posting, hearing from Ciara, doing all these things. Because 4 days ago, Kyle also posted that picture of him and Amanda where he was like apologizing for his actions in the last episode because they were so bad, which is like a whole nother thing. It actually feels legit impossible to talk about the show, like what's happening on the show right now versus what's going on in real life with these rumors. Because it's like, oh yeah, on Tuesday's episode, we did watch Kyle have an all-time bad showing. Like, it was...
He called his wife a dumbass bitch.
He called his wife a dumbass bitch.
But yet now we're all stuck on, like, this could have been Amanda's week.
Yeah.
You know? It could have been.
It really, so Kyle puts out like this whole apology on Instagram, acknowledging that he should have never spoken to Amanda like that, all these things. It's, unacceptable. And Lindsay commented on that post, "We love both of you," with 2 heart emojis. And they're like, okay, that's nice, supporting both of them still and what's going on. And then you just see all this play out.
It's like this, and this was the whole lead up, right? Like Andy was like, this is Kyle's worst episode, which by the way, like we have seen Kyle act this way many of times since season 2 with Amanda.
Yeah, for sure,
like
for sure.
he has chalked down to her plenty of times.
Yeah.
This was obviously horrible. You do not call your wife's names. You don't call any woman a name like that and treat her the way that he did. Like, fuck you, you're a dumbass bitch. Absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
Are we that shocked? Like, I feel like we've seen him talk like this before. It just was the fact that, like, this was ramped up to be Amanda's week. Like, ooh, bad showing for Kyle. He's going to have to apologize a ton. Da-da-da-da. Everyone's like, all right. Move past that. We're on to this now. Like, it just was quite the timing. Do you think Kyle's camp? Do you think Kyle was like, yo, we got to get this rumor out there? We got to ramp up this rumor because it looks bad for me this week. I don't know. I think it's just like, you know, everything kind of fell into place this week. But, woo. Lindsay, you want her on your side for this. And
yeah, for sure.
It feels like now talking about this current season, like I don't even want to watch the rest of the season. I just want to get to the reunion. Like the rest of the season is void for me because it feels like when we were watching Vanderpump and everyone was like, da-da-da-da-da. All right, let's fast forward to the finale and the reunion because we got way more issues on our plate.
Yeah.
They might have to pick up cameras again. On top of that, would love to know Paige's reaction right now. Would love to know Paige's reaction because she has been in the middle of Hannah and Amanda for years now and has, I think, very maturely placed herself in a place where she could be friends with Amanda and Hannah separately. Yeah. Obviously seemingly closer with Hannah, but has maturely done so. Now, she's very close with Ciara. We know that.
Yeah.
It's like, let's just bring Paige back for the reunion.
I know, right?
just to come in, just to get a reaction.
You know
just have her do one confessional.
Yeah. You know how like sometimes like Andy loves to make a joke where somebody that's involved in the drama, they're like, well, let's bring him out. Like, you know what he's saying? Like, and like everyone in the cast like freaks out because they think the person is actually going to walk in and then he like goes, ha ha. It's like, that's the kind of situation where at the reunion, he's like, we're going to bring Paige out here to just go scorched earth on all of you.
Listen, that would be amazing. Yeah. That would just be so good.
No, believe I think Lindsay will have it covered. And I don't know. It's going to be crazy.
Going to be wild. Well, you know, leading into the last topic, let's hope that none of Brooks Nader's girlfriends have dated Taron Egerton because these two, what a random pairing. If you could have picked any random two people in the world, it would be Taron Egerton and Brooks Nader. Put them together. They seem to be allegedly like dating.
Yeah, they must be seeing each other. You know, they've been going on a couple dates. They were spotted a few places out in LA over the weekend. And the Page Six sources were saying they were certainly looking infatuated with each other, which is nice. I mean, I don't, like you said, I don't know. It's like
so random.
So random. It's such a random one. You go, oh, okay. You can't even believe those two people live in the same universe. So,
no.
So they do, and they're getting to know each other, which is lovely. He's British. She's charming.
Taron Egerton, very charming guy.
Yeah.
Brooks Nader, charming girl.
Yeah.
And listen, they're seeing each other, I guess. I mean, this is one of those classes, like, good for them.
No,
super
it really
fucking
is.
random.
And it really just once again goes to show that, and I've said this before, Brooks could date quite literally anyone on planet Earth. And anybody. Which is just like, time and time again, you see different stories, this, that, the other thing. I think she could probably get anybody to take her out on a date.
Well,
if they're available.
Hey, listen, looks like her and Taron are...
Kevin Costner's got some competition.
Yeah, right.
I actually found Kevin Costner and Brooks Nader to be less random than Taron Egerton and Brooks Nader.
Right. That is actually very true. They went to go see Project Hail Mary in LA on Friday.
A little movie date,
which I'm still fucking dying to see, and I haven't
little
seen
movie
it yet.
date for those two.
A little movie date and a back to back, a double feature, where it's a Friday and a Saturday date. You know,
they must have had
Friday
such a good time.
Day movie, Saturday night they were seen getting drinks at luxury hotel Shutters by the Beach in Santa Monica, which they looked infatuated. They stopped by the hotel bar before heading to dinner. Wasn't their first date, says a source. They have known each other for some time.
I'm just picturing
They don't like. What does that mean? They've known each other for some time.
Brooks like hanging out with Elton John now because Elton and Taron are
Yeah, yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
They were just together.
I know.
Elton had just posted
I feel like
a
they're
picture
always
of them.
together.
Yeah.
That is
gotta watch
really
that
a great
movie
movie.
again. It
I was gonna
really,
say,
you know,
I saw that movie like
I'm
2 or 3
still
times in
standing.
theaters.
Yeah, and we listened the shit out of that soundtrack
Yeah,
too.
we did.
We were big fans. But this is like a hilarious page 6. You know, like at the end of an article, it just always summarizes different things about whoever it's about. It's like Sports Illustrated swimsuit stunner Nader has previously been linked to a string of high-profile names, including Kevin Costner, tennis rivals Carlos Alcaraz and Yannick Sinner, NFL great Tom Brady, and her Dancing with the Stars partner Gleb Shevchenko.
Listen, she does not have a type.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. If any,
She does not have a
No,
type.
no.
no, we're all over the board with that list.
Whoever she's attracted to.
all over the board on that one. Like I said, she could
Taron's a
Date
short guy too.
anybody.
compared to all those other
Short
guys.
king?
you know,
I would
he
say short
gets
king because
short
he's like
king
my height.
energy, but
He's 5'9". I feel like Brooks is pretty tall. No,
Brooks is pretty tall. Yeah,
good for him.
he's got that certain quality though. You
British
know?
charm. He's
Yeah,
got that British
yeah,
charm.
yeah.
All right, well, that wraps up the topics, and we're
Yes.
going to get into the weekly watch report where we talk about Summer House and just talk about this again.
Yeah. Before we get into the weekly watch report, I gotta tell you guys about Pepsi Prebiotic Cola. It is so delicious. It comes in 2 flavors, the original cola and the cherry vanilla. I have the cherry vanilla in my hand right now. It has that great Pepsi taste, but now with even more to love. With no artificial sweeteners, only 5 grams of sugar, just 30 calories, and 3 grams of prebiotic fiber. The Pepsi Prebiotic Cola. It's unbelievably Pepsi. You're about to hear everything we watched this week, and nothing is better than getting cozy on the couch, turning on a new TV show. Like I said, I binged a lot. Binged all of Love Overboard, was watching a ton of new stuff, which is so fun because you get to cuddle up, crack open a nice Pepsi Prebiotic Cola, and really enjoy everything that you're watching. So you gotta try it now. It's delicious. It's so good. You can. It's available now, so try it today. The Pepsi Prebiotic Cola, available now. So go try it.
All right, let's get into the weekly watch report where we talk about the things we watched this week. A weekly watch report on Monday, weekly watch report on Monday, weekly watch report on Monday, weekly watch report on Monday. I'm going to start off with Survivor. I thought that this week's episode was a classic Survivor episode. We had 2 eliminations, and spoiler if you have not watched this past episode of Survivor, I got to give props to Rizzo, who... You know what? He knows how to make a pact with the girlies. Him and Suri, now they're locked in. And he had a hilarious conversation where they were like, is there any world where you would work with the girls? And he was like, I only work with the girls on the last season. Like, I am not a guy's guy. So I'm loving what I'm seeing from the Riz God, honestly. He's got this smile that
Riz God, did they call him that?
I think so, online they call him that. His name's Rizzo.
Yeah.
But he's got this smile that is endearing and infuriating at the same time.
Ooh.
Like, it's endearing and you're also like, you're conniving.
Yeah.
So I'm really enjoying watching him. On the opposite end of that, I was really rooting for Christian, but now Christian is just grinding my gears just a little much because now it's become like the Christian show. And although I was rooting for him, I now feel like my tune is kind of changing a little bit where I'm more like on Ozzy's side here, where I know Ozzy might be being like a little bit of a baby, but at the same time, he's like, you fucked me over. I want to get you out now, which is just like classic Survivor. Like, you kind of get, blurred vision of like, if somebody fucks you over, you're like, well, now they're gone. I want them gone. And that's kind of where Ozzy's at this point. Angelina was an easy one to pick off, but I do feel like because Christian is a strong player and Ozzy is a strong player, it would have been smart to kind of try to get Christian out because he is strong. Emily grinded my gears. I feel like she's not loyal to one singular person. I feel like in Survivor, you have to like be loyal to at least one singular person. We thought that person was Ozzy for her, but now it seems like it's Christian as well, and she's kind of bouncing back between the two. Whereas like Suri, her aligning with Rizzo, she's like, okay, I used to play like I'm used to playing old school where I do not tell everybody everything, but this like new way of thinking of like, you have to pick one person, kind of give all your information to and put your trust into so that they give it all back to you. You're kind of locked in with like at least one person. So Suri and Rizzo kind of have that. Whereas Emily, I feel like she wants that with Ozzy, but at the same time, she's giving Christian the same information. So it's like, you got to pick one person to be singularly loyal to. You can have a couple alliance, but you got to be locked, in step with at least one for sure. So I'm not loving the way Emily's playing the game there. But this season has been really good. And this episode for me, kind of up there as my favorite of the season. So I will give this episode an A-. Really liked it. Double tribal. Always super interesting. And those are my Survivor takes. Moving on, love story. Finale.
Yeah.
Couldn't even finish it. Could not finish it.
Why can't we just love each other?
No, I just couldn't do it. Like, I couldn't do it. I don't know.
I thought it was
First
so
of all,
bad.
watching it like made me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. That was,
because I kinda was like-
Because it's all just made up.
It's like that part of it. Like
Everything
I
on
just,
the plane,
yeah.
just
And listen,
complete
I
the
know-
whole
fiction.
fucking show's made up.
And listen, I know
But people aren't treating it like that.
I'm kind of picking and choosing of like there are plenty of things that I've watched that have been real life scenarios that they play out on TV and movies and recreate, right?
Yeah.
This one for me, I don't know why, I just like felt uncomfortable. Like I guess because there has been so much talk about, from the family of like this isn't true, and then like to watch people who like died in a crash and then like them like and you don't know how true. I don't know.
They said that she wasn't even sitting in the front seat.
And then on top of that, like just like the acting had gotten so bad for me towards the end of this show. I can't remember another show to me in recent memory that has started off on such a high in my brain that went down so much like this show did for me. Like I just completely lost interest after like it got like such a bad taste in my mouth from like how bad it was.
I will say the last 20 minutes or so of this episode was really good.
Meryl Streep's daughter.
Yeah, she was fantastic.
She did a great job.
And honestly, so did Dana Gordon. Like there's a conversation that they have at the table in the loft that was really, really well done. And yeah, this is like you have to suspend the real life part of it because it's like it's made up. These conversations are made up. You don't know that these conversations happened. But I thought that she was really, really good in the end of this episode.
Yeah.
The two of them together.
I think ever since the last two before this, it kind of dropped in my brain that this one I was like, all right, I've kind of wrapped this show up in my head that
it's also a show where it's like when you get towards the end, the last couple episodes, you know what's gonna happen.
Right.
There's no like, oh, they're gonna live happily ever after, what's gonna happen, or they fix their marriage or all these things. It's like, no, you actually know that it ends in an extremely tragic fashion.
Yeah.
So I don't blame you for like being like, I actually don't really feel like watching the rest of this.
I didn't. I just was like really just not in the mood for that. So
Yeah.
Whatever on that. And then Summer House, like, listen, Kyle, we know.
Yes, that was.
But I
bad
got nothing
before.
else to say.
No,
Like,
right, it's for sure. It was a very bad.
It was
showing.
a very bad showing for Kyle.
And the way
I
Amanda
hope-
reacted made it feel like this happens often.
Yes, and said like way worse.
Yeah.
I hope in the future for whoever Kyle ends up with in a relationship that Kyle has like learned his lesson. And
What's unfortunate is I don't think he has, because the lesson here is that he should not be drinking. You know what? The way I see it is these reactions come out of him when he is so drunk.
Right. And it feels
And
like
that
you have
happens
to like
all the time.
face the reality of like, hey, maybe drinking is not in your best interest. And it does not seem like that's even a conversation that happens. The way that he spoke to Amanda is absolutely despicable. The way that he's always spoken to Amanda on camera has been despicable. So I feel like that's why, yes, horrible, not shocking, because I feel like people have made compilations of like since season 2 of how he's talked to her, and it's like this has just been the thing, and my God, it's just bad. Like people, on Summer House and in Kyle's life say how like nice of a person he is, how great of a person he is, fine. But if that's how you speak to women, especially, not just especially, but just like somebody you're in a relationship, your wife, like that's fucking insane. It's disgusting. So.
And it seemed like they all were acting like there was a chance the next morning that he wouldn't have even remembered what he said.
Which is
horrible.
Crazy. It's so bad.
You know, like that's like just
so
a whole other level to it where it's like, okay, he's drinking to the point where he is yelling at his wife and calling his wife names, and they think in the morning, like, maybe he won't remember everything he said.
Right, and Amanda's like, yeah, I don't know, like, it's fine. I'm just gonna like, I'm like, how, I don't know how you just, I would never be able to just like carry on with my day.
No.
I don't know how that's possible. But yeah, I mean, brutal. You know, he posted an apology. But yeah, I think you're right. I think he's got to like take a closer look in the mirror here and be like, I don't know. The drinking seems to create these actions that are no good. I will give Summer House a B this episode. Southern Charm reunion has wrapped up.
Yeah.
These fucking people, man. Also, a group that's probably happy that there's more coming out with another show because
right. Everyone's moving on for Southern Charm
like,
fast.
Craig's like, woo!
Yeah,
I don't gotta worry about my showing of the reunion because look at this. Not a great showing for Craig here. Not really a great showing for it. It was a tough season for Craig. Madison's always gonna make me laugh. She always has like the best lines.
Yeah.
Interesting. It seems like Sally and Vanita in real life now are like hanging out again, which is nice because Andy kind of put like his dad hat on and was like,
yeah,
come on, like let's not let the internet ruin your real friendship. Which I thought was a nice sentiment from Andy because he's right.
He is very right. And that like made me a little sad too, to hear Vanita say that she was kind of going off of like what the internet was telling her for her friendship with Sally. That seemed to be very genuine, but it did seem like they were able to talk it out and get to a good place and express their feelings and how they sort of feel about each other. I mean, Craig and Austin were like, "Oh, we could take some notes from them, I guess." Like, but they're those two will love-hate each other for the rest of time. You know,
the tension.
It's like. Oh, there's all this, but then you go on Instagram and they're like on a ski trip together. You know, you're like, okay, you got. It's
incredibly confusing.
Yeah.
Sally did post a TikTok where she was like, "It's sometimes the people you assume are girls are actually not, and the ones that you doubt actually are." And somebody commented being like, "Is this about the Wes Amanda situation?" She liked it. So. You know what? Everyone's trickling in their thoughts in the Bravo universe right now.
Which does remind me of the way everybody acted when Scandival happened. It was like everybody wanted to get their 2 cents in with how that was going on. I know we've like exhausted all thoughts on it.
It's not exhausted. People can't stop talking about it.
We can't stop talking about it. And it's just like I said, older sister, where I'm like, God, if it's all true, I'm just disappointed. You know? Because I really enjoy both of them. I really like, you know, I think they're both good, like good entertainment. They've been good on TV. I don't know Amanda personally really that well, but like anytime we've interacted with her, it's always been lovely. And, you know, West, I'd call a friend. So it's like, you're like, oh.
It's bad. I will give Southern Charm a B.
Yeah.
And I watched the first 2 episodes of DTF St. Louis.
Ooh.
Oh, whoa.
Weird fucking show.
Weird.
And it gets weirder every
I
episode.
also just like was not expecting what happened. Like, I don't know what I was expecting, but with the title DTF and the synopsis of what they put out there, I thought it was just about a bunch of adults fucking each other. I don't know what I thought it was going to be. I thought Jason Bateman and
Is there a
David
murder?
Harbour. What?
Is there a murder?
Someone's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to spoil for anybody who...
No, I know, but I think that's part, like, I think people know.
I didn't know.
It's like a
When I
murder
No,
mystery.
I didn't know when I started it that was going to be...
I've only seen it because people, like, I've seen that people talking about it in that way, that it's like, that it's a murder mystery.
Well, there is a death.
Yeah.
And not what I was expecting. I just read the first line of the synopsis and it was like a love triangle between, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I'm going to have to see it out. I'll give it a B. Like,
yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I don't love it.
Yeah, I'm not obsessed.
It's kind of, yeah. I don't really, like, I'm not really I'm not really that invested
Yeah, fair.
in the story. It's just weird.
I agree. Also, just I think Jason Bateman is such a good, and Linda Cardellini is
Although,
so
don't
good.
you think Jason Bateman, like, and I actually do like Jason Bateman, he's always just Jason Bateman. Like,
I get what his
you
that
could drop
certain smile.
any character that he's played into this show, and it'd be like the same guy.
Yeah,
like,
Jason Bateman has that kind of
he just
like
is Jason Bateman.
Yeah, I agree.
Even the animated version of Jason Bateman in Zootopia is kind of like that.
He just has that voice that's like it never really changes. Yeah. So I'll give that show a B. And Love Overboard, I've downloaded for our train ride today.
Oh, yes.
Because I've seen how ridiculous the show is, so don't spoil anything because I know you've watched.
Yeah, I know. I have it. I finished the whole thing.
Okay, I have it downloaded for the train. I cannot wait to watch. And then as for new stuff, DTF was like the only new thing that we had started. There's a couple of...
Camilla Marone, I started that show. That's
yes, I want to watch that as well. There's a ton on my docket for the week to get going, but
yeah.
I didn't watch a ton of TV this weekend, so I definitely have some more to catch up on.
I will grade, I'm trying to think, I'll grade Summer House a B. Southern Charm Reunion Part 2. C+. I thought Part 1 was a little juicier.
Mm-hmm.
I'm caught up on Southern Hospitality. Southern Hospitality is just fantastic. It really is. It's so... These people are so entertaining to me. Like, the fact that Emmy went back to this show is so wild. Because it's like now her fiance won't be on it. So Will's not on it at all anymore. So she's just kind of like lone wolfing it. And it's just bad. It's bad news. The things that come out of her mouth, it's like, oh no. And right now, they're still dealing with the blowback from drama that happened at the end of their last reunion, where Emmy had said that that Brad had made her feel unsafe, which was like a crazy statement to make because basically Brad heard her through the hotel room after the reunion. Their rooms were like, I don't know, next to each other or whatever. She was yelling. And he heard everything that she was saying of like, oh, she got one over on all of them and all these things. And he heard her and like sent her a text because he was so pissed off. And then she was saying that she like felt unsafe, which was a crazy thing to say. Like from somebody who is your friend that you've known for a really long time. Like, yeah, you guys aren't all getting along right now and there's a lot of drama, but that's a big statement to make. And he was very open to be like, that it's a big statement to make. It's a big statement to make for me as a black guy to now you saying you feel unsafe around me. And it's like not computing to her. Mm-hmm. So she's like having these meltdowns of like microaggression. Like I don't know what that means. Like, and she's trying to like explain what a microaggression is in her confessional. You're like, oh my God, it's a train wreck.
Mm-hmm.
Train wreck. But at the same time, you have that going on at the same time. Grace Lilly is opening up about sort of those, substance abuse issues that she has had, which we have seen play out in the news, which is really sad because you see these headlines of her getting arrested and things like that, and her friendship with Maddie. And I give Maddie a lot of props. Like Maddie really, really, really is trying to be a good friend to her. And Maddie and Grace Lilly like kind of lashes out, and because I think she knows she can, is like, oh, Maddie's still there for her. So I give Maddie a lot of props for like, because Maddie knows what she's going through. And she's like, I just know, like, her worst fear is when she's not there for her and the worst happens or something happens. And so it's crazy because it's can be very serious issues that they're talking about and dealing with in their friend group and the dynamics and all of that. And they threw this new guy, Justin, in the mix, who's just been, he's one of these guys that you're like, oh, reality TV guy. Mm-hmm. Now he's dating Charlie.
Oh, yes.
This guy.
Gus and Assad.
And
right?
he's he's all over TikTok. He was on, I think he's been on multiple other shows. He was definitely on Perfect Match. I remember watching him on that. I think he's done maybe like a couple other like reality shows, and you're like, oh, now you just so happen to be a server at Republic, like, so he's on that reality TV grind, found his place in Charleston with this group. So it's really top-notch reality TV. I'm totally caught up. I'll give it a B+. These like first, I think 4 episodes are out. I watched all of Love Overboard. Flew through it. Really good, bad reality TV. Really good, bad. Episode 1, like this girl is having a meltdown about Bella's having a meltdown about having to be on the downside of the boat and cleaning and just having a legit mental breakdown about having to like clean. And it's wildly entertaining. It's Below Deck meets Love Island. Like they have these plank ceremonies where it's like basically if a Love Island fire pit recoupling sent somebody off like the dock. And it's like, you have to pick one of you got 2 people in front of you got to pick one. The one you don't pick plummets into the ocean. It's really, really crazy. Gabby Windy's fantastic. She's so funny in it. Like really, funny one-liners and being involved. This isn't too much of a spoiler. I mean, it's not really a spoiler at all. But there's a big plank ceremony that happens like midway through. And the guy's taking fucking forever. Like they're all sitting there. It's like they have a clock. It's like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. These girls are standing on the fucking plank. They're like crying. It's like, make a goddamn decision. And Gabby just goes, she says the guy's name. She goes, for fuck's sake. It's like, make a fucking decision. So they're all yelling. It's great. There's some dates where some sexual things are happening that knock your socks off. You're like, whoa, you guys know you're all on TV, right? So it's good. It's really, really good TV. Really good TV. I'll give it a B as a whole. Because, first season, it's also like, it's silly. You're not exactly believing these people are, going to ride off into the sunset together. The prize is a trip around the world. And I would like to know if that trip really did happen because they showed pictures of the winners. And my God, they looked fake. They looked like AI. It was like these, then they might have been, and maybe that was the joke. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was really, really a very entertaining show. Good hair days do more than we give them credit for. When your hair feels healthy, you show up differently. You're more confident, more relaxed, and you're not constantly checking mirrors or adjusting your hair. Your hair becomes one less thing competing for your attention throughout the day. Nutrafol supports hair health from within, working overtime to deliver results you can see and feel so your hair becomes something you enjoy, not something you stress about. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist-recommended hair growth supplement brand, and it's the #1 hair growth supplement brand personally used by dermatologists. Adding Nutrafol to your daily routine is easy. You just have to order online. No prescription is needed. With automated deliveries and free shipping to keep you on track. Plus, with a Nutrafol subscription, you can save up to 20% off and get added perks to support your hair health journey. Let your hair be one less thing to worry about. See visibly thicker, stronger, faster growing hair in 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you visit Nutrafol.com and use promo code CHICKS. That's Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code CHICKS. I caught up on Grey's Anatomy. I know that's no one really cares about that. But I'm all caught up. There's some news that Owen and
I was shocked they were still even on the show when I saw that news.
Yeah. Why am I spacing on her name? Fuck. Owen and... Look up her name for me, please. Her character's name. I'm having
Teddy?
Teddy. Yeah, thanks. Sorry, brain fart. My God. Owen and Teddy are leaving. Like they're the actors are done with the show. It is shocking that Owen has been on for this long. It's been a long time. It's been a long go. But yeah, it's been all right. I'm not loving a lot of these storylines, but I just can't stop watching for some godforsaken reason. I don't know why. I'll give it a C. It's average, fine. Keep, still turning it on. I watched Fantastic Four. Super random. I don't know why.
Which one?
The new one. The Pedro Pascal one. And I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. I don't know why I felt like, sometimes when you just open an app and you go in with the idea of one thing and it just leads you in a totally different direction. I don't know what it was. I opened Disney Plus thinking I was going to throw on Hannah Montana or something because I was like, I'm going to watch some episodes of Hannah Montana.
I did do that a ton. Actually,
Yeah,
every
a lot of
night in the
Hannah Montana
hotel last
episodes.
week, I watched Hannah Montana.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll do that. And then for some reason, when I saw the thing for Fantastic Four, I was like, oh, I never watched this one. Play.
Yeah, why not?
I just watched it. It was good. I'll give it. I'm so behind on a lot of the Marvel stuff. I know that's an overarching conversation with where Marvel is right now as a whole. But got a big Avengers coming up this year, so I feel like there's some things that I gotta watch just so I'm ready for that. I'll give it a B-. Enjoyable, nothing crazy. Not
It'll
like
never be the
not
same
like
as the
super
Jessica
long.
Alba ones.
What?
So it'll never be the same as the Jessica Alba ones.
Yeah, no, yeah, obviously. But I did really like this cast. I thought they were great. Like they had good chemistry together, which was good. And Paradise.
I was waiting. I was waiting for you to forget.
You know what's so funny is as you were introducing the Weekly Watch Report 2, in my mind I was going Paradise.
I know she watched Paradise because she watched it next to me on the plane.
Yeah.
So I was like, I know she watched it.
I know she watched it. I watched it.
Oh, you can watch it on the train now today.
I know. Well, no. I don't want to watch it on the train. This is the finale. I need.
Wait, this is the finale?
Yes, this is the last episode.
What the fuck? That was fast.
Episode 8, last episode.
Only 8 episodes?
Yeah,
Come
I know.
on.
Believe me, I looked it up right away after I finished 7 because I was like, what the fuck is going to happen? How many episodes are left?
We're not going to get any of the inside of the dome. We're not going to get any of that.
Well, who knows if the dome even survives? I mean, my God, it
I
seems like they
know.
might blow up.
I know, but it's like, is he even going to be able to get back? Like, are we even going to see him get back in time? I don't know.
No, we
far.
definitely are. It seems like he's in the mix of things. But yeah, no, episode 7 was great. Definitely more in the mix. Here's my thing also with watching these shows and then opening TikTok. Your algorithm starts to just serve you like, I saw this on Reddit or my prediction for the show. And I'm like, actually, I know some people love seeing that. I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want all these theories in my head. Right now I'm watching Paradise and I'm like, I have no fucking clue how they're going to end this. And I don't want anyone to tell me how they think they're going to end it just in case they're right. And then I'm like, oh, that was anticlimactic.
You could just rather be surprised.
I'd rather be surprised. Just knock my socks off with how this whole thing's going to end. Paradise is so good of using a very popular song that they really they dramatize. Everybody wants to rule the world.
This one I was kind of I was like, okay,
no, I loved it.
It's so corny.
I watched the last 5 minutes 3 times.
I actually love when TV shows or movies do that. It reminds me of Stepfather, the end of Stepfather.
Oh, yes.
Imagine me
Yes.
and you and me. Like,
so
I
happy together.
I'll eat up.
I'll play you what they do at the end of Paradise.
I'll eat up a Thriller song like that when they
Yeah.
really change a happy song to something spooky.
It's a news. Yeah, that.
Yeah. Ooh, it gives me chills.
Quite the setup because it's finally where all the storylines are going to converge, where all the little side quests that everybody's doing.
By the way, I wanted him to shoot Gary in the head. Come on.
Jeez. No, I mean. Yeah, but she was right. She was able to handle
If I was him too, it's like, I can't believe he let her go down, talk to Gary that long.
I also thought it was so funny that both of them just acquired another child. Like,
Yeah,
Xavier was like, "Oh, you have Bean that you've been taking care of for all this time. I'll raise you a newborn that I promised
Their
I
kids
would
are gonna
take
be
to
like-
her
they're-
father."
They're going to come back with, oh, you guys have 2 other siblings.
Yeah. Hey, we brought back 2 new children for you. But I do think it brings the whole season together because it's like the whole season, each episode has had a different storyline. And now it's like, okay, they're all going to come together in the way that James Marsden was saying it of like, hey, you think you're fine. Every civilization in history thought they had it covered until you get the perfect storm of shit hitting the fan, which seems like we're going to get. Really, still, I wonder if there's more to the therapist and Jane situation because, like, she just dead.
Yeah.
Like, is that it? Like, if that's the way it goes for Jane, sorry, most pointless character ever. She seems to be dead.
Dumb. That whole thing.
Which I'm hoping maybe there's a deeper connection to like.
I mean, she has to be
the
dead.
story. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Her like with the prediction of her being a killer, like that whole thing. With like I feel like there's got to be more. Yeah. There's got to be more there.
I'm kind of confused where what's her face ended up at the end. Like when she's like looking.
Sinatra.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's why, because everyone's making predictions of like what Alex is, and I'm like, I don't fucking know. I'm so confused with the doctor and the real Alex and maybe the computer Alex and what Alex
she
does.
Built like another like section that no one knows about. Like
there's certain shows where like I'm not even going to try and predict what happens because I'm not fully comprehending what exactly is going on.
It's very like lost.
Yeah.
Like
once we get into the whole like physics, computer, whatever system that's being built that is like putting. I'm not quite sure what Sinatra's doing. Is she like putting people into other bodies?
You know what? You know what I like.
I'm like, is that kid her son? I don't know.
I'd be mad about like bringing characters who are supposed to be dead back, but I would be so happy if James Marsden was like alive.
Same.
I'd be like, I miss James Marsden in this show.
Same.
Like, give me more James, but.
You know, no one really gets. He really sneaks into some of the best projects. You open an app and you're guaranteed to see James Marsden in something. Like you're like, oh, he's in this. There was like some new thing on Hulu that they kept promoting that he was in, and he's gonna be he's in the new Friends and Neighbors season. So you're just like, yeah, let's just.
He'll be good in that.
Trickle a little James Marsden into the show. But yeah, I'm really intrigued to see how this all comes out and like what connections Sinatra has to Link. But she's like, "What's your name, Dylan? When's your birthday? Same birthday. Is it or I don't? It breaks my brain a little bit. I can't. I have a hard time fully understand. I have to like read people's recaps, and then even then, I'm like, wow, I would have never caught on to that. But I'll give episode 7 a minus. I thought it was really good. I fucking love the show, so I really enjoy it. And that is everything that I watched.
Did you watch The Pit?
Yes.
I knew you. I was actually just gonna go through mine and wait for her to. Remember.
I feel like we can do France Weekly Watch Party.
I just write all my shit down.
I always forget The Pit.
Every week, it's Paradise in the Pit.
I know.
How are you forgetting it?
I don't know.
Those, and they're like 2 of your favorite shows.
Yeah. They're so good. Every single time. But the weird thing is with The Pit is like I I watch it and I enjoy it, but I couldn't tell. Like, I have to be reminded of like what patients are in the episode, of, like what was happening. Oh, I've heard the guy that went crazy tried to choke the nurse.
Yeah.
That was wild. Bad guy. What a jerk that guy was.
Yeah.
Seemed like he was doing too much coke and drinking on the golf course.
That's disgusting.
That's disgusting. And he had a psychosis and just like was attacking.
Seems like
a
a bad
nurse.
guy anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. But we're getting closer to them making the night shift.
Yeah, you
Then
know
the
when
other people
the
coming
night
in.
guys start showing up.
Where they start to the cyber attack seems to be over.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's more with Robbie that I'm still like up in the air with.
I like Robbie and Dana going at it.
Yeah. It really is a great conversation of does Langdon belong or not? Or they were yelling about it too.
If this is the real world, no. He should be
Yeah,
fired
yeah,
and never work
yeah.
in a hospital again.
Yeah.
If this is the real world.
I'm just
He
so
stole
confused on how
drugs
he
from the
was
hospital
But it's
and
like
picked
how was he even able to come back?
He's an
When
addict and he
Robbie's
stole
like-
drugs from his patients.
You
When
can't
Robbie
do
didn't
that.
want her, like it seems like Robbie didn't even want him back.
Well, Robbie, any one of them could have said what actually happened. It's like everyone thinks he just was an addict. No one, except for a few people, know he stole the drugs from his patients.
That's a no-go.
Yeah,
That's like
That's a
Right.
no-go.
I get where he's coming from, but I also don't.
Right, but
you
when
can't
it-
stand on your high horse when you didn't do
Santos
anything.
told the new doctor, right?
Yeah, the new attendant.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, so like a few of them know. But it's like I also am like, if you're not going to do anything about it, then you can't just hold this grudge over him because
Yeah.
you let him come back. So you are implicated now.
Yeah. No, agreed. This was a B+ episode for me. Because I felt like there wasn't as much action.
The Pit
in
is
this
always
one.
just like, if it's like it's always an A-. That's like the base for me.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like there's never been an episode of The Pit where I'm like, oh, that wasn't that good.
Yeah.
Like, it's still so good. But
All right, that's everything.
we'll see. We'll see.
We shall see.
Yeah, so I watched the last 2 episodes of DTF. I'm not like that into the show. I'm gonna keep watching it because I just have to see like.
Is it a
where's
weekly
this going.
release?
Yeah, it's weekly every Sunday. I'll give it a B-. Like it's well done and like the acting is good. It's super weird and I really like I said earlier like I'm not too invested in any of the characters. They all are like I don't like any of them. I really don't. I mean I guess what's his face from Stranger Things is a nice guy, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'll give it a B-, and we'll see where it's going. I saw Project Hail Mary in IMAX 70mm.
Shit.
Oh yeah, I'm so jealous. I
Pop
haven't even asked you about it.
The thing is, the cheat code is tickets will just appear right before. Like I already had got mine, like because I just went by myself, so it's easier to find like one.
Yeah.
I wasn't like the 5th row, but the whole row in front of me was empty. Like tickets will just be put back. Like someone doesn't want to go anymore. Like because Fandango
Yeah,
or
like
whatever, they'll
last
just
minute.
refund you.
Yeah.
So like you can just not go.
Yeah.
And so there were like a good amount of. I went to the.
You're still buying tickets through Fandango?
Yeah, is
for
that not
you.
a thing? Like
No, I mean
that's how
I don't think I bought a movie theater ticket
But
off
how do you
Fandango
buy?
since
How do
high
you buy
school.
tickets?
The AMC app.
Oh yes, yeah.
See, listen, but I mean, if you're getting a refund from Fandango,
I'm sure
why
AMC
stop
does
I'm
it?
it.
sure AMC would do it too.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I've used
I'm an
Fandango my
AMC,
A-lister.
not A-list. No. Premiere. What's
What is
the middle
the
one?
difference?
The highest level is like you're going to see 3 movies a week. Like
Yeah,
you
Although
get all those perks.
I've thought
I'm
about
just
it
an
just
AMC
because I feel
Stubbs
like
premiere.
it's just like it's a joke online now, but I kind of do. I would like to be like I'm an A-lister. That sounds cool.
Yeah.
So I've
yeah.
thought about it just for that fact, knowing I would not see enough movies for it
See
to be
enough
worth
movies,
it.
yeah.
Although shout out to the one fan who gave us those AMC things because I did get a
Yeah.
bunch of free drinks and popcorn
Yeah, that was
from
awesome.
it. But yeah, I saw it. If I'm just going off of like the visuals alone, it's an A+. Like it's incredible. First of all, if you go to that, have you been to that
IMAX?
theater? The
Yeah.
IMAX 70.
Yeah.
And it's I mean, like that's the second time I've gone. I saw Sinners last year. It's the biggest screen you'll ever see. Like it's ridiculous. Like
Yeah, the screen's ginormous.
it's insane.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And like the visuals of this movie are insane. And Ryan Gosling is amazing. The story is just a little like more lighthearted and like jokey, and I have seen other people kind of compare it to like the Marvel type humor a little bit. Where I'm
gonna fucking love this movie.
Yeah, like I thought it was really good. I'm gonna give it a B+ as a grade. I do think that it's like if I didn't see it in IMAX and I just watched it on my TV at home, like would I say the same thing? I don't know, because it isn't like an experience of a movie. Like you got to see it in the theaters. But the story itself, like a lot of people are comparing it to Martian, not just because it's like a space movie, but it's the same author.
Same author.
Like I think The Martian is just like a way better movie. Like and it's a way better. Like The Martian's still funny at points, but like they balance it out with like there's a lot of serious moments.
It's just a different
This movie,
story.
like there's so much at stake, but it's like Ryan Gosling is still like cracking jokes to like the alien and like which I enjoyed.
That's how the book is.
No, yeah, I enjoyed it, but it is still like in that Ted Lasso realm of humor where that's just not completely up my alley.
It is. It is definitely more like family friendly than your average save the world space movie.
Yeah,
you know?
Definitely. Although I will say, like the visuals were insane.
Yeah,
like it's crazy to watch.
I think maybe Wednesday. When's the time? You know, and I keep checking. I keep refreshing my AMC app to try and go in IMAX because I'm like every time I almost bought tickets Sunday just for like a regular showing, and then I was like, oh, do I hold out for IMAX? I don't know, but
You gotta hold out for
every
IMAX.
time I check IMAX, there's nothing.
The thing that's nice with me is I live like somewhat close to the Lincoln AMC.
Yeah, right.
So
you
I can
just
like kind of
last
hold out to the
minute
last
decide,
minute.
yeah.
And like
yeah.
although there are, like I'm telling you, just like check. I mean, I went to the 11:30 or whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
showing.
I can't do that.
No, yeah, I was
That's
walking out of
absurd.
the
You're
theater
walking
at,
out
like
3 a.m.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
2:30 in the
He's a
morning.
night owl.
I know, but it's
it's
like you
like
got 20, 30 minutes of
something is
previews
ni-
before it even
Yeah.
starts.
That's what I did with Sinners too. But there's something nice about like it's still a fully packed theater. It's like look at all of us.
Yeah.
Truly.
At 11:30
I think
p.m. on
about
a
that
Monday
all the
night.
time. You're like, where'd y'all come from?
No, yeah, because like I'll tell people they're like that's crazy when at Monday night at 11:30 I'm like
Yeah,
there was a whole theater of us.
Yeah, you're like, I got the last
I was
ticket.
not the only one.
Yeah.
The whole theater was packed. I got the last ticket.
Yeah,
It's like, where are all these people? See, now I'm on the side now where forget an 11 p.m. movie. I need to go to an 11 a.m. movie.
I like that too.
Yeah, like I can't be doing 11 p.m. anymore. I'll fall asleep.
I'm a 7 p.m.er. You know what I mean? I like
That's a
to go
good
to the usual movie time.
That is the usual, and unfortunately, that's the most popular time that sells out the
Exactly,
fastest. So when I'm trying to find an an IMAX ticket, 7 p.m. Those ones are sold
Yeah.
out for weeks.
Yeah. But yeah, great experience. And like
gotta
I would
go
want to
see
see it
it.
again in IMAX because like I want to see it again in IMAX, but I don't know if I'll ever watch it again on like TV. I mean, I will if it was like on. I would just watch it, but
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
like oh I gotta rewatch. Like when Sinners came out, I was like I'm rewatching it 100 times.
Yeah.
But so yeah, B+.
I've been loving having a nice little RumHaven cocktail backstage before our shows, and tomorrow night is going to be no different. When I have that beautiful Friday energy cocktail waiting for me with RumHaven, it just hits the spot. Especially, right now, the world, it's too loud, it's too filtered, it's too fake, but RumHaven is real, and that's what we love here. RumHaven is where the noise fades and the real comes out, where you can unbutton those expectations and sip on what's true and what's natural. One taste of pure cane sugar and real coconut water lets you feel the difference. That's my favorite part about RumHaven is the real coconut water. You can really taste how refreshing and real it is. You could drink it straight over ice. You can make yourself a little Friday energy cocktail like us, add a little juice, one of your favorites, and it's just instantly delicious. So open up a bottle, lose the small talk, and find the good vibes, because the best moments aren't fake. They're simply real with RumHaven. RumHaven, made for real.
Paradise, I'll give a B. Like I actually didn't love this episode as much as I did the first the ones that sometimes it works. This one I was like,
Oh my God, what? This one
what
worked
is going
so hard.
on?
This worked so hard for me.
But yeah, I guess I didn't know this was gonna be the finale, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But I guess I'm happy that Jane is dead.
Question mark.
Yeah, like if she's not dead, then. But
Well, it seems like they're resurrecting dead people. I don't know. Like it's.
I know.
that's
Part of me
what's
is like, you
really
gotta
throwing me off.
yeah, it's like I would love to see James Marsden back, but it's like you got to keep some people dead. Like we thought
Yeah.
his wife was dead.
Yeah.
Smear like some miraculously she like survived, and it's like
Right,
that was
right,
cool.
right.
But I'm like, we gotta get. I'm pissed that that's just the finale. I'm like, that's it. Like
I know.
we're gonna get one
I thought
episode.
I thought it was going to be 10 episodes.
Because now
when
it's
I
gonna be
Googled
like
it.
next season's when we see everything. Like,
I hope I'm right on that.
is season 3 even like I don't even know.
I'm pretty sure that Sterling K. Brown has said that it's a 3-season show.
All right, good, but I gotta wait another year to see him reunite with people. I don't know.
Let's see. Hulu's drama series Paradise has been renewed for a 3rd and final season.
Okay.
Yeah. The series, which follows a 3-season, 3-year arc, it was designed that way, I guess, is what they're saying. But
Yeah, so-
season 2 total episodes.
8 episodes isn't
Oh,
enough.
Hell's Paradise.
for
What
me.
the hell's that?
I like the Pit being like 15 episodes is like that. That's what a TV show should be.
Remember we used to get 20,
It used to be 20,
it used to be
20
20,
plus.
22 episodes.
They used to like crank
Yo,
them
Yeah,
out.
Disney Channel was
eight
popping out
episodes.
22 episodes
And
a
they'd be
season.
every
8 episodes
year.
for
It'd be
sure.
like Lost was like every year, like doing insane shit. Now it's like, yeah, we're gonna take 5 years off, and
Yeah.
like I don't care about it anymore. Like no
This
one
final episode is titled Exodus.
like I don't think anyone cares about Euphoria.
No,
at
Euphoria
all.
has really
They're
gone
like
under
putting out
the radar,
trailers. And it's
especially
like,
when
No.
it looks bad.
especially when the actors and actresses don't care.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's what I was going to say. Like, when the cast seems to be putting in no effort to promote
Yeah.
it, why should we care?
Zendaya
Yeah.
wants nothing to do with this last
No.
season.
Love story. I'm gonna give it D plus. Like I just
Me too.
I
Oh,
think
I have to grade Love Story.
from the beginning I was kind of like, I don't know. But like the first couple, I was like, oh, this is cool. It's New York. It's a like true people that I like. I'm interested in the story. And then I don't know. It just did feel like it is. You can be like, this is just a fictional thing. But at the end of the day, like a lot of the reason why we're all like interested in it is because it's not because it's real people. So
Yeah.
like it's hard to ignore like where it just feels like it is just like blatant like sensationalism where it's like
Well, that,
we're just
yeah, I
going to
think
use
that's
these people's names
the
and then
point.
make up everything. And if I was in the family, I would be like, you're just
Yeah.
like making up what happened on the plane where they died. Like
Yeah.
it felt weird. And it's like, yeah, Meryl Streep's daughter was great acting. And
Yeah, no, I
all
know that was their biggest problem with the show in the first place.
But even like the story alone, like the acting and like the if it's true or not aside, like it just felt like they were fighting one
Yeah.
episode and now like we love each other and then we're fighting and it's like
I almost feel like we could have gotten this episode without them showing the
I thought that's
actual,
what
like,
I would have
absolutely.
bet money
crash. Like,
that
I-
was what
they
were
didn't
gonna
have
do.
to show them
I
in the
feel
plane
like they
at all.
did not have
No.
to show that happening, and we could have got the general idea
Yeah.
of what
Yeah,
happened.
because
and I feel
then
like
that's true to like we don't know what happened.
Exactly. I feel like that would have played into it way
Yeah.
more and would have been the best way to go about that.
No, 100%.
Instead,
You don't-
watching them
Yeah.
like show a fake
It didn't even do anything. It's
thing
like
of what they were happening on the plane. Like
he doesn't know what's happening.
yeah,
and he's
could
kinda
have
just
could
like,
have gone without that. And I think
it
that
didn't add anything.
yeah, like hey, we see them get on the plane and then we do not see anything after that.
No, when they showed the plane like in the air, I'm like, okay, they're
Yeah,
gonna
end
cut.
it. Yeah.
Like that's how.
Yeah.
Oh no, like we're just gonna like
We're
sit
gonna,
with
like,
him and
see
she's like
him
climbing
panic.
up
Yeah.
to the front. Like I
Yeah.
don't know. But yeah, like just bad overall. The Pit, I'll give an A minus. Yeah, like I like I said, Dana is probably my favorite character.
Yeah, by
she's
far.
great, and I like she's standing up to Robbie. I like that more people are standing up to Robbie because it is kind of like I don't know. He's kind of like a baby a lot
Yeah.
of the time. But how many? We gotta have like how many episodes we got? Oh, we got like
three,
three, I
maybe?
think. Yeah,
I think this was episode 12.
that was 12. So we got 3 more, I think. So excited to see where that goes. I watched the Peaky Blinders movie, The Immortal Man.
How was it?
It was good. And honestly, I was like, did I watch the final season? Because there was a time where I was watching and I'm like, all right, I don't know. Like they went to America and I was like, I don't really care about this as much. So I couldn't even like fully remember. But this was just like a good like self-contained, where it didn't feel like a huge movie where they're like, we got to like do a million different things. It felt like a long episode kind of. But it was all like wrapped in one. And Barry Keoghan was good. And I think they wrapped it up very well. Like, and it's, yeah, like Cillian Murphy's amazing.
Yeah.
So
it had been a while
it
since
is-
the last season, right?
it's been like I don't know, like at least a couple, 2 to 3 years probably. But I think they like wrapped up in a great way, and it wasn't like the best thing I've ever seen, but I think it ended that story very well. I'll give it a B+. Like I thought it was really good, and it didn't like drag or anything. It was
Played
like,
well into the TV
yeah, it was
show.
like an hour and 40 or something. It's like seemed like a perfect amount of time. And then I watched the first 2 episodes last night of something very bad is going to happen.
Yeah,
It's
the new Camilla Maroney show.
Marone. Is it Maroney or Marone?
I don't know.
I've always said Marone.
I think it's because Michelle Maroney or Michael Maroney.
Yeah.
And then she might just be Marone.
Yeah.
I don't know. But it's and it's the guy from White Lotus. I don't forget which season.
Adam DeMarco, who was in the Italian season of White Lotus, the second season.
I'm like interested in what's going on. It's like it's horror. I feel like there was a movie called like Ready or Not, I think it was called, that this is kind of giving me similar vibes to, where she's like getting married, but then the family that she's marrying into, like some weird shit's going on. And like I'm interested to see where it goes. And I'll give it a B so far, but
Solid.
It's entertaining, and it's not like nothing so far has been like a jump scare where I'm like, whoa.
How many episodes did you watch?
I watched 2, and I think I don't even know how many episodes there are, but I think the whole season's out. So, how many episodes are there?
It's probably an 8 episoder. That'd be my guess.
8, yeah.
Yep.
So
It's standard these days.
Nailed it.
See, but 8 here is good because like you release it all at once. And it's kind of like a mini series. When it's 8, like
week
to week, and you waited a whole year for this season, that seems like not enough. But and she's really good though. I think she's really good.
She is a great actress.
Yeah.
She is.
So
I think I got to do a Daisy Jones rewatch.
I was like thinking like that's the last time I've seen her.
Yeah.
She's done a couple movies, but
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I've seen
No, she's done a few, but I just loved her.
That was like her
I
biggest thing,
I
I
just
think.
loved her in that show.
yeah.
but that's all I got.
All right. Well, there's definitely things we got to catch up on this week. A lot. I mean, the new season of Jury Duty's out.
I really want to watch.
I want to watch that. So there's definitely things we got to catch up on, and we'll look forward to that next Monday. We will not have an episode this Wednesday because our show in Boston's on Tuesday. Can't get the episode out on time for Wednesday, but we will have an episode on Friday, and that wraps it up. That wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. If you're coming to the Boston show, don't forget your signs. We cannot wait to see you and meet you there. We love you guys so very much. Hopefully we get more statements and whatnot. And if you don't hear from us Wednesday, which you won't, you will hear a lot from us on Friday. So let's hope we get some more. All right. Love you guys.
Yeah, Chicks in the Office. Long-time listener. First-time caller.
Look at the charts, who does it the best? 2 chicks getting paid in reality checks.